Well. So the United States is out of the World Cup. Uh, Actually, they were the last host country left standing, but it's unfortunate that they're out after all the hula baloo and the fuss that has been generated by President Trump's intervention that saw Belagon's red card suspended to make him eligible for the match against Belgium. So, Belgium, congratulations to you. I think this World Cup has not been without drama from a number of allegations being made, particularly against African players. There's a player from Ivory Coast, I think, who was allegedly indicted by a prosecutor in France because of allegations of match fixing. And those allegations were confirmed just a day before the World Cup kicked off. Then, of course, there are the rape allegations against Hakimi, where a French prosecutor also confirmed the charges just 2 hours before the kickoff of one of Morocco's games. And of course, the issue with Thomas Partey from Ghana, who was also denied a visa to visit Canada. And of course, the one that made the most headlines was the denial of visa of a referee from Somali by the United States government, which ensured that the Somali referee was not able to officiate during the World Cup. Of course, in addition to that, there is the issue of how Iran was treated, particularly by the United States government, where they were based in Mexico, and they were hardly given time to prepare for games. And as soon as their games were over in the United States, it was a requirement that they leave. Of course, that unsettled them, coupled with the fact that many of their supporters and even members of the Iranian technical bench were not able to access the venue. Now, this happened to so many Africans. I think we know Kalandinga, the Patrice Lumumba reincarnate, and one of the most iconic football fans that the continent of Africa has ever seen. Remember, he was denied the visa to travel to the United States. So maybe to the naked eye, these are just procedural or bureaucratic issues to do with immigration and the rule of law. But to a very keen observer who is also familiar with global geopolitics and how the Western world, and particularly the Western media, is able to coin narratives that depict Africans negatively and actually shape those narratives and how they impact on Africa generally. We are able to see that this was a pattern well choreographed to ensure that African countries are at least at the they are disadvantaged. And so as to whether this has worked or not, I think the jury is still out there. Something that is also significant is that the fact that only 2 African teams are left in the World Cup tournament, that is Egypt and Morocco. So we wish them well, and we hope that they will be able to surmount some of those challenges that are bound to be there. Otherwise, I think, barring that, I think the World Cup has been probably very well organized. We've seen by yesterday over 50 million football fans had attended matches. I think that is unprecedented, and it also shows. I think it is a reflection also of the economic power that exists in North America and in the Northern Hemisphere, that many people were able to afford tickets, of course, that were very expensive by African standards. Yeah, so the jury is out there, but the United States has exited at the quarterfinals at the last 16 stage. And now the big boys are left. So let's wait and see what happens. May the best team win.